get everything on hand, in place and ready for the stream. Cześć, siema, jak leci Adi here. Please let me know how's my mic levels, because yeah, testing something out. Anyway, as I said, I'm doing Polish 24-hour Ration today. S-RG-7. So menu number 7. This is a daily ration pack. 3 meals, lots of extra stuff in it. It's quite a heavy bag actually. I'm pretty damn sure it's around 2 kilos, maybe like 4 pounds, something like that. It's still best before would be in October this year, and this is the menu that we chose in the Twitter polls. 2 mains is kurczak w sosie słodko-kwaśnym or sweet and sour chicken, and rolatki wieprzowe w sosie, so pork rolls and gravy. I'm especially curious about the sweet and sour chicken, because the meal I imagine hearing that like from those cheap Chinese places is you get lightly buttered chicken and then the sticky sauce, and I can't really imagine that translating well into a canned meal, but we'll see how that goes. So without further ado, because this is a pack we all know already by now, let's just get inside and check the particular contents of this very ration. Right off the bat, we got the styrofoam cups with some, actually not styrofoam, they're plastic free and biodegradable. That's much appreciated. And there's accessories inside, so we'll open that later. Koncentrat napoju herbacianego instant o smaku owoców leśnych, so berry flavored instant tea drink. And whoever my cam is pointing. Czekolada do picia classic o smaku waniliowym, so vanilla flavored chocolate drink. Infamous freeze-dried fruits, which is I can't get behind those. There's the ingredients list. You can't hear me. Okay, you should hear me. You should be able to hear me, dude. I didn't mess up anything since Tuesday. Do I need to check my own stream to make sure sound is there, because I'm not sure if I can bring the mic closer without dismantling the whole setup. Like, I know it's a bit away from me, but that shouldn't... I don't even know what the other holder is for that. Here. That's only because more problems, dude. Okay. about the noises. I'm trying to... Mira, please tell me you can hear me, because otherwise I'll have to do things that I don't know how to do. I do get sound, so there's at least that. Might be just too quiet, maybe, possibly, I don't know. Anyway, let's just get to this. So got the info sheet on what's inside this pack, and it's all separated nicely into 3 meals ABC. Got some rye crisp bread. Żytnie means rye. The heating kit. Wojskowy zestaw do gotowania i podgrzewania posiłków WZGPP. Little kit for cooking and heating meals. It's like a stove and a handle for the cans and fuel. I won't be using this most probably today because I'm inside. I'm indoors, and that's not the smartest way to use it. 60% Danish chocolate. It's a proper size bar. The weirdest bar, just like jelly and Rice Krispies and cocoa, which is weird. I'll get the dried fruit and cereal bar, lime flavored. You can tell by the wrapper as well. Okay, so we got 2 cans of meat, processed meat. One is specjał wieprzowy, or the bag tells me it's pork delicacy. Curious stuff. And then we got wieprzowina w sosie własnym, or pork in gravy. Yeah, it's mostly pork. Ingredients: pork, water, salt, dried onion, bamboo fiber, pork fat, and spices. I don't remember having this one. I think we had special probably before though. Okay, so next we got some honey, mostly crystallized vanilla, and we get some powidła śliwkowe. So like plum jam, very intense. 2 baggies of Isotonic, Hydrotonic, and as usual it's lemon flavored. I got 2 more tea drinks, this time they're both raspberry. So we got 1 mixed berry and 2 raspberries. There's 3 utensil packs, unlike the proper packs with teaspoon, tablespoon, fork, knife and napkins. But I won't need that today. I got a second pack of rye crisp bread. The packs of suchary specjalne, and they're very nicely baked this time, very dark. And then there's the mains. Hello LG. Yep, that's all in the pack. I'm afraid you might be going hungry today, sir, because the only non-pork item is the sweet and sour chicken. Okay, it's the buggy. So sweet and sour chicken. The longer description for that is chunks of meat in sauce with vegetables and pineapple. It's chicken breast, cooked or boiled chicken breast fillet. Then you got ketchup. That's the longest stuff. Then we got pineapple, we got capsicum or bell pepper, green and red, onion, carrot and spices. Huh, okay, so like plain chicken sauce. Actually curious about that one. And then we got, they like a lot of show or pork rolls. So my first thought would be they would just probably be plain meat, but the longer description is ham slices rolled with pickles and how is this one? You know, like pork belly fat. Yeah. So that will be interesting as well. And no, just in plain gravy. Okay, that's looking good actually. And just a thing worth noticing, both mayonnaise are 300 grams, which seems like a regular size, like most agreed upon. Like I think British Ration has got 300 grams pouches, French got 300 grams cans. American rations are just a bit below that, but because you know there's all the sides and stuff. But yeah. Okay, so just in case you lost your canteen cup or whatever, you get cups in here, and I really appreciate, as I said, plastic free, biodegradable, compostable even. So that's a nice thing, you know. What we get inside is we got 3 vitamin C or Dicky candies, quite a portion of toilet paper. I mean, for a full day that's not a lot, but no, it's a start. We got some extra Ziploc bags in it, in case you need to, you know, pick up your shit. There's 4 caps, which actually I might use today, just to see how it may affect the drinking experience. 3 pieces of Untitled chewing gum, 3 coffee candies, there's actual caffeine in them, 2 salts and 2 peppers, 3 wet wipes or moist towelettes, 1 pack of sugar, 10 grams. See, rations are 3 packs of 20 grams sugar each, so that's 60 grams. Americans get like 1 6-gram pack per single meal MRE, so it get like 18 grams a day. We get 10 grams a day. Okay, I mean, in reality it's just for coffee because the tea is already sweetened, same with cocoa. So yeah, if I don't need more than that. No whitener though, you can see that as well. And there's 2 coffees. Okay, that's a little bit of a mess on my desk here. Okay, I will put, let's see, heating kit, as I said. There's the fuel tablets. This other tube is, okay, I can't open it. You get regular matches, like in the box. Regular matches, regular matches, and you got windproof matches, and this is handle for your cans. As I said, I don't really want to fiddle with making fire today. Though technically I could put it outside, but just, yeah. There's a stove and a little extra buggy. Like, I will save this where I can easily grab it, and next time with the Polish ration I just put both cans on fire. How about that? For today though, I'm going to grab the cans, minus the lids. and drop them in a pot of boiling water. And that will be enough to heat them through thoroughly. So that's the plan. I'm dropping cans in a pot of water, and then I'll be right back. We get the tray, we get the drinks, we get all the other stuff out and ready. I'll be right back. Hey, we get sound. Good job, baby. Okay, so the cans got on. The suggested meal composition is meal A would be the pork delicacy, sweet and sour chicken, honey, mixed fruit drink, chocolate, and some bread. Meal B would be the pork rolls, some suhare, isotonic drink, and freezed fruit. And meal C would be the pork in gravy, crisp bread, powidła or the jam, which is a very nice pairing, meat and plum jam, and then the other tea drink. As usual though, we will just get it all out on a tray, and there's some extra preparation instructions. Oh, hot chocolate is just for 150 ml. Okay. Okay, and this, if you can't finish your meal at once, use the lid, but don't keep it open don't store it for longer than 2 hours. And assume that in just, field or outdoor situation, because you can easily keep that in your fridge, which I will do actually, because there's no way I'm eating a day worth of food at one sitting. Okay, we don't need toilet paper, we don't need the extra buggies, those can go away, these can go away. Okay, I think we're mostly set. So drink wise, we got coffee, we got tea concentrate, tea kinds, so why not make both. We got the hot chocolate, and we got the isotonic, which I severely despise, but for the sake of completeness, fruit, we get our snacks, and I'm getting very fuzzy here, I think. Thank you. That's my butter. Okay, how much water does this hold actually? There's no mark on it. Okay, so it's 250 ml for the isotonic, I believe. Yeah, 250. Chocolate is 150. Drinks are 250 each. And coffee, whatever you make. Okay. Okay. Let's start with coffee. Preferably without doing a crypto ads. I mean, it's a good company. I do like the delivery options, but okay. Yeah, just regular, very fine coffee powder. Doesn't smell bad, doesn't smell nice. Like the coffee my parents buy smells more like actual coffee. But this will do. And yes, I'm adding all of the sugar. Because why not? I take my coffee. No, I like my coffee as I like my sin. Black as. No. I'm trying to come up with the. Was that line by Neil Gaiman? I like my coffee black as night and sweet as sin, something like that, I think. Okay, let me grab a spoon to stir it. So that's the coffee. Tea drinks. Actually, let's do it like this. No. Do it like this. One in this and one in that. They're about 250, so this will do. They call it owoce or fruit berries. Forest berries. It says it's blackberry, not blackberry. Sorry. Blueberry, raspberry, and wild strawberry. Like what Americans call blueberry, it's called czarna jagoda in here, so it's technically blackberry. Whereas your blackberry is our jeżyna. It gets confusing. It gets much confusing. And the other is just plain raspberry. So what this is made of is just a little bit of tea concentrate, dehydrated tea concentrate. There's a lot of sugar, there's aromats, the fruit concentrate as well, fruit juice concentrate. They're quite similar in color too. It's a nice smell. As a kid, we would just eat them just like that, dry. I'm adding a little bit of hot water first, just to make this easier to dissolve, and then I'll fill it up with cold water. You could use just cold water, it will still dissolve, or you could make it all warm for a nice hot drink. There's no rules to that. I'm actually quite surprised we got both berry flavored teas, given that beside this there's also the lime, and there's also lemon flavored, so that would give you more variety. But that little bit of foam is normal. I never remember if it's from cold or hot water. It just happens. But yeah, not much. Like the mixed berry is a bit darker. Oh, you can see it. This one, mixed berry is a bit darker, but pretty close to in color, and I guess it will also be close in flavor too. Okay, so there's the cup, and technically we could mix the isotonic in the pouch as well. No, let's just do that. Let's get all the powder down there, because there's a fill line here. And technically you could, you know, just add water in, mixing that. They no longer provide a straw, so I guess just drink straight from the pouch. 250, 250. Okay, these more lines. Just a pinch, okay. And because the fill lines on the outside of the pouch are very tricky to figure out. Yeah, I'm more or less checking on the measuring jar here. It's about right. Should add a bit more. Yeah, a little bit more. This will do. Use a ziplock to secure it, because you don't want to end up with all that water all over me. There's a lot of warnings on the package. It's not meant for children, teens, pregnant or breastfeeding women. If you got diabetes, asthma, glucose tolerance issues, and all sorts of other issues, do consult with doctor first. And then it tells you all the vitamins and the hydration mixes in it, with percentages in milligrams, and there's allergy warnings too. Nice drop green, because but beside this package, a couple the commercial packed items or the metallic ones, it's all white. It's a curious choice, I say. Why white? Come on, unzip. Oh, okay, this will do. Some of the powder stayed inside undissolved, but we'll live with that. So there's that, and then we got hot chocolate, hot cocoa. I mean, they call it chocolate. 150 ml, so half a glass. Vanilla flavored. This one would be new to me. I had orange before, and I think cherry. Oh, it smells. It does smell like vanilla. It smells awesome. I mean, my favorite chocolate drinks would still be the British ones, and not only because they give you like half a liter worth of powder, so you end up with a lot of hot chocolate. And yeah, that's banging on the tray. Okay, that should do. Put that aside, and we won't need water anymore. Yeah, British chocolate is my favorite. Polish is second place. I'll be right back. The cans were threatening to boil out, but it's all safe now. Nice chocolate. Oh my, that is delicious. comes the tray. Get the tray. We won't need a second coffee, I believe. Go away. Okay. Let's open a pack of the crisp rye bread. I wonder why it's always rye. Like, there's so many other choices these days. You get wheat, you get corn, you get all the mixes. I mean, even full grain wheat. But I mean, rye is good too, but rye gets a very decent flavor, and that doesn't necessarily fit everyone. Okay, so we got some suchary specjalne. Tenderly known as Panzer Crackers, with caraway seeds in them. But look how beautifully baked these are. Like, often they're paler, but this is a very nice color on them. Okay. What else we got? We got all the bars. We had that many times already, but I would keep subjecting myself to this bar. Maybe it will grow on me. I mean, slowly starting to grow on me, but still. So technically there's like a crispy syrup on the bottom of this, and you get regular syrup bar with dried fruits. All the stuff to keep you regular. And then this crisp bread, it's basically styrofoam, but got a lot of natural fiber, which is good for you, I guess. Got whole full size block of chocolate, which is always very appreciated. Let's just get a half of it in here. Chocolate is delicious. Okay, so I actually got two flavors of the Dicky, or the vitamin C candy. There's apple and there's orange. This is a bit. So there's a coffee. You can guess that I probably won't be trying candies today, because they take time to, dissolve in your mouth and stuff, and I don't feel like just having a taste of them and then spitting it out. But just for the visual sake, they're all here. There's salt and pepper. Oops. And then there's a freeze-dried fruit. Okay, so what we got here, we got apple and cherry from Poland. We got pineapple from Philippines, banana from Guatemala, and strawberries from Egypt. It was packed in August 2020 and good till December this year. And it's freeze-dried. Good. You can eat it as is. Ooh, it's a proper chunk of strawberry. I'll just get a little bit of everything out. There's the apple bits. This pineapple still. There's a cherry. I'm looking for a banana. Oh yeah. So banana will be probably no. This banana. So the slice of banana. You can eat it as is. It's very nice and crunchy. You can also add a little bit of water to the pouch and eat them, rehydrated. Or you can put it in boiling water, eat your fruit, and then you get like a fruit drink to fold it up. So I guess that's one, another option for dessert. Two, it gives you vitamins, possibly fiber too. See, there are ways to keep you supplied with your vitamins other than vitamin pill, like Ration pack. Okay, so we got some honey or miód, nektorowy, wielokwiatowy, so like mixed flower honey. It's properly crystallized by now. It happens. honey basically never spoils. So if you don't want it crystallized, you can just put it in a pot of hot water and it will dissolve again. Ooh, yeah. That's the consistency you want to see in the in the plum jam or in Povidua. Like most jams, you take the fruit and you add sugar to that and you cook that off. Properly made Povidua, you just take plums, very, very ripe, sugar heavy, very, very ripe plums, and just cook those down. You fry it for hours and hours. I mean, this one got added sugar and some citric acid, and then some preservatives, but the smell, oh, I'm about to get indecent. So we got pork delicacy, which is basically pork, water, salt, starch, garlic, stabilizer, spices, sugar, and preservatives. Let's see inside. Oops, okay, that went easily. Oh yeah, that is garlicky. So what it is basically like a lunch meat, like meat conserve. I want to try and get this all out, just for a better look for you, and because it might be easier for me to store it after stream. Oh, okay, that sort of worked. It might not look. Oh, the garlic smell from that is crazy. Yeah, this is basically a lunch meat, some variety, play on that. Again, lid to close it if you don't finish your meal at one sitting. I'm curious about that though. So again, oh, okay. Okay. So as you can see, this comes in a jelly. That's the sauce Boisne, kind of pork-based gravy. Like if you put that in a warming situation, it would dissolve and actually become a sauce. I probably will be tempted to do just that actually. Basically separated into jelly and some fat on the bottom. Okay, I will do that later. Ooh, that smells nice. Maybe a bit garlicky too, very porky. There's some extra aroma that I can't name, but it's very, very gentle actually, so that's nice. Okay, so we got everything out. Let's give you a better view of this. I'm just going to grab the cans, get that out on the tray, and I'll get the tasting because I'm getting hungry just looking at this. It's really looking really good, guys. I'll be right back. So it looks like the labels cooked off completely. That happens to paper in hot water, which is not ideal, obviously, but okay. But first up should be the pork rolls with gravy. So as you remember, ham slices rolled up with pickles and pork belly. Okay, it's nice. Let's hope I can open it now without burning myself, because it's hot as fuck. Okay. No, I mixed up the cans apparently. First up is sweet and sour chicken. I'm not fully convinced by the smell of it, because there's not much of a smell coming off. Okay. Let's see how this goes. As you notice from the ingredients list and from the look of it, there's no starch included. You get a crisp bread, but no starch to soak up the sauce, so I won't get too much liquid out on the tray. But yeah, the pineapple bits are there. That's all the veggie bits. Carrots and capsicum or bell pepper. There's nice solid chunks of chicken meat. Okay, I'll get just one more, like a proper. That's what you get. I said 300 grams pack. I need to put that away, hopefully without spilling it. But that means the other can, that's hot, will be the pork rolls. Some powder on top of it, possibly from the label. Okay, pop that open. And it's hot, dude. That works. Oh, I imagine it wouldn't be a problem for a guy with thicker skin. I just get some bits of temperature sensitivity. Okay, looks like there's a lot of sauce inside, and inside all that sauce there's 2 rolls, quite like this one. It's one, and there's second one just like it. Oh yum. Gravy is delicious. Just a little bit of gravy. Again, lots of liquid, not much starch to go with it to soak it up. It seems like the canned meals in Polish rations are meat in sauce only. And if you want the starches, you go for the ones in aluminum tins. But yeah, okay, let me shoot a quick photo here for my own memories. Yeah, let's get to this. So this is Polish individual food ration. 24-hour military ration, food for 24 hours for, so around at least 3600 or 4000 calories, about that range of nutrition. And I think I'll start with the hot meals this time, just so they don't cool down me. But first, a little bit of drink. Nice berry, not too sweet, quite refreshing. I think I actually prefer this sort of drink over just plain fruit drinks. There's even tone in flavor to that, and I guess that's the idea. But yeah. Okay, so let's try the chicken. So obviously the sauce is not sticky, and there's no butter or any other outside layer on the chicken. It's just plain chicken fillet. Flavor is quite nice actually. There is some sweetness. The sour is a bit louder than the sweet in it. And the pineapple basically just cooked out. As I said, the label was there, so it's pickled pineapple, I think. So it's closer in mouthfeel to a vegetable than fresh pineapple. I think I'd actually appreciate it a bit better if it was like fresh pineapple in it. It would definitely give it more sweetness, more lightness. This isn't bad, it's just some... Like on a 1 to 6 scale, it's like solid 4. For how I like my sweet and sour, this is too heavy on sour, not enough on sweet. I might actually doctor it up with some brown sugar, a little bit of brown sugar. It would help the flavors pop a bit more. But other than that, it's very nice. Veggies are cooked into mushiness. That doesn't bother me actually, because what you get is nice actual chunks of meat. It's not, processed chicken formed again to look like a chicken chunks. It is a bit dry, and given how much sauce compared to the other stuff there is, you really need to shovel with it the spoon, kind of like you were eating a soup. But yeah. On the school scale of 1 to 6, 1 being fail and 6 being above the expectations, this is a solid 4. It's good, it's solid. Not great. A little short of expectations, mainly because of flavor balance. And the chicken is dry. Yeah, but it's salvageable, okay? It can be made to work Actually, even if I saved some of the sugar, put that in a very hot sauce, mix it up, it might even work for regular sugar. It just lacks that little bit of balance in it. Oh, so raspberry is much lighter in flavor than the mixed berries. I want to say it's a bit more tart, but the flavors are not very big, very gentle, very subdued flavors. Yeah, it's much lighter and more refreshing almost. If I were to choose between those two, wouldn't be able. They're both very nice. Okay, just clean the knife and show you what's inside this pork roll. It's so flaky. Yeah, it's hard to show without dropping it everywhere. Can focus, maybe, please? No? Okay. You can see how it's just falling apart. There are bits of pickle in it, as I said. Pork belly too. Let's see how the meat goes. So again, the meat is very dry, but because it's so tender and crumbly, it's not as bad. You definitely want all that gravy though. Sorry about scraping. Because funnily enough, the pickle, it's almost flavorless, and if the ham doesn't really come through. But if you mix that meat with the gravy, suddenly it becomes more juicy and very, very flavorful. I think it's funny because if you need that gravy, you would make sure that the whole meal is kind of more put together. Like you get some starch to soak that gravy in, to mix in with the meat. Because you get kind of a lot of loose fluid, very thin sauce, you're most obviously going to just dig out the meat, eat that, and dump the sauce outside, right? Whereas this needs the gravy for the flavor, for the texture, for the edibility. So yeah, that's again, good idea, solid execution, shy, a little bit shy of expectations. It could have been made better, is what I mean. But what I'm trying to do, I know I told you about the pickle just got cooked into oblivion. It's the one that doesn't carry much flavor. What I'm going to do is I'm going to drop a little bit of powidła on the jam on top of it. Guys, I'm just going to eat it straight out the can. bit too sweet for my liking, but I can forgive that because it's just so packed of flavor. Pomidor śliwkowe or plum jam, plum povidel is the best jam in the world. It's so packed with sweetness, with smokiness, with just So let's have a little bit of ham with that. That's the way to live. Again though, to do that, you need to take it out of the gravy, and you leave the gravy behind. You lose out on all that flavor, and also I expect some portion of the nutrition value is in the gravy. So something is lacking in the idea, in the build up of the whole ration. Like, these are good for snacking because you know you don't just inhale them, you slowly bite on them. But let's say replace one pack of these with some sort of instant starch, I don't know, mashed potatoes, rice, whatever. Or you get 2 packs of bread, replace one of that. There are options, okay? There are options, and especially this, you can't you can't really eat it with anything. It just doesn't work. They're very nicely baked though. And if you don't mind the curry flavor. Okay. But because of how hard they are to bite through, they're not teeth breakers, don't worry. But they take a lot of chewing, you know, a lot of working on them. They just don't really go well with any meal. If you took them like regular bread, you can just, you know, take a spoonful of your meat and sauce, bite of bread, meat and sauce, bite of bread. This just don't go like that. You start with that, and then you end up finishing your meat and sauce and then eating them at the end. So there's room for improvement here, okay? That's all I'm saying. Room for improvement. Okay, let's have the lemon isotonic. Yeah, still not my favorite. Lemony, but with a very very pronounced flavor of, you know, being isotonic drink, all the minerals and salts and stuff mixed in it. So I guess if you were sweating in buckets and needed to get water to stay in you, this is really the way to go, because you can almost taste, as I said, the minerals that will keep the water in, but not the most pleasant to drink. Okay, let's take a little break for dessert. So the raspberry jelly with chocolate coating and cocoa syrup on the bottom. I just really don't get the idea behind it, because like I got the syrup, right, and it's like mixing with ganache or something, but it puts puts on moisture from the ganache, and the syrup ends up chewy and not in a nice way. Like, I kind of wonder if they do get some sort of user satisfaction service like British do, because those would get kicked out quite quickly, I think. Lime flavored fruit and sriracha. So this one's chewy in the right way. It's red fruit, and you get the exact kind of chewy that comes with red fruit. Lime flavor is very loud in here. Very nice actually. Not too sweet, not too sour. Perfect dessert actually. Okay, I'm going to be a little bit of uncivilized here because I'm the only person eating this chocolate. I don't normally do that. Nice dark chocolate, not high quality. Not like, you know, like Belgian chocolate, which is very crumbly and dry. This is a bit soft. The flavor is there. It's very nice cocoa chocolate flavor. Thumbs up, thumbs up. It's a good thing it wasn't supposed to too much heat, because if you leave that out on the sun, it will melt completely. Yeah, but it's very good chocolate. Cheers. It smells like instant coffee. Yeah, no, just... Yeah, that's cheap instant coffee. I mean, if you use it as a, you know, just a warm drink, or to get your caffeine in, yeah, why not? But there's better coffees out there, even for instant ones. This is just not so good. Not so good. Okay. So we got Pau Delicacy, which, as you remember, smelled a lot like garlic. Very garlicky. It's a very thick grind, actually. So yeah, can you focus on this, please? Sir? Yeah, like this, like this. So it's a sort of lunch meat. Quite fatty. So it smells heavily of garlic, but you can't really tell that from the flavor. Okay, it does come through at the end. Garlic and some sort of heat. It's very fatty, very soft due to that. And now my whole mouth is buzzing. I imagine that would be with garlic, maybe with pepper. Yeah, but it's very soft, very... the ratio of meat to pork fat is there. Again, this kind of takes away because it's got its own distinct flavor, and texture wise you get this first and then softness of this of the pork delicacy. On a fresh bread or bread roll, even on toast, this would be, oh, on a toast this would be splendid. On this it's just losing some. What I mean, there's a way to, make a sandwich, and this is the bread that we'll keep. Okay, I'm trying to cut through this without destroying the jelly all over. It's a very thick rind. As I said, you can heat it up. The jelly then actually becomes gravy, because what it is congealed pork juices, like fats and juices. It looks like focus here, maybe, please. No. Just for the looks of it, it looks more meaty than the other one, like less fatty, more meaty. So like there's a lot of flavor in the jelly. But just the meat itself is quite bland, so make of that what you will. I don't think it would be nicer as a warm meal. Smells fresh, but not the nicest. Oh yeah, but it does clean hands thoroughly. So as usual, yeah, that works. Yeah, I think this would be much nicer as a warm food. Would it work just as a sandwich meat? Yeah, it would, it does. But if you warm it up, you let the jelly and the fats dissolve and soak the flavor back into the meat, that will be glorious, I guess. Okay, let's still add a bit more, probably a little bit more honey and the chocolate. But so far, it seems someone got the right idea. But there's tiny little things that are just off. That's sad, you know. If it was just purely bad, it would be bad, you know. But if it's just a little bit of extra care, little bit of tweaking. So my strawberry. The flavor is very concentrated in those. Banana tastes funny. And if you keep them in your mouth a bit longer, they soak the saliva in and partially rehydrate, so the texture changes. Oh, cherry is very sour. Apple nice and gentle, and then some pineapple. There's that sweetness and that distinct pineapple flavor that's just missing from the sweet and sour chicken, because they use pickled, I guess, pineapple, some sort of conserved pineapple. Small things, small things that could be made better and perfected. So yeah, honey is very caked, very crystallized. Other than that, perfect. Technically you could add that to your tea. I'm not sure if anyone drinks coffee with honey, but that's an option too, you know, as extra sweetener. You can put it on your crisp bread for a sandwich, or just snack on it. Plum jam though. That's the best part of this whole ration. Which is kind of sad, because it's all this sort of even wasted potential. Like, even if you want to make both meals self-contained, right? I said kick a pack of those out, add a little bit of rice maybe to the chicken, add some kasha, like kasha greczana or jęczmienna pęczak to the pork roast with gravy. Yeah, that would be great combination, you know, something to soak up the flavors, to really pull it all together, because for now it's just meat in sauce. There's something to make it a whole complete meal. Although, let it be noted, I'm complaining about this from the safety of my own home, and being out, yeah, I would be very happy with this meal, but that's the thing about, you know, expectations and situation and stuff like that. Is it bad? No. Could it be made better? Hell yeah. So let's end it up with some hot chocolate, which is probably only warm by now, not hot. Another stir, because there's a lot of that chocolateness, goodness on the bottom. It smells delicious. Oh, that hits the spot. It's surprisingly thick. Very nice mouth feel. We had a chocolate. Yeah, it's 3-4 gulps. Very nice, very chocolatey, even better than the block of chocolate, actually. Vanilla flavored, maybe a little small, you know, fragrance. Not too powerful though. Yeah. That's what comes in Polish 24-hour ration, menu number 7, S-RG-7. one day OS, so one daily portion. Single meal rations are marked as 1/3 the OS. All in all, it's a very solid composition of a ration. I'm glad I had a chance to try it out, because, as I said, outside of the tiny small complaints, tiny small things that could have been made better, it's a very, very solid food pack. With a little bit R&D, it could have been made glorious. Again, very pork heavy too. I think that's our Polish thing. Yes, I know that we don't need much beef since the mad cow disease scare years ago, and the beef production didn't really bounce back from that. But out of 4 meat components, there's just 1 chicken, and it's mostly pork. That's just our thing, I guess. I guess it also kind of falls in line with all the other Polish rations we had so far. Like, that they get the right idea, but execution lacks a tiny little bit. Like that chicken in cheese sauce, a little bit more salt, a little bit more umami, that'll be good. The kasha based meals we had a couple weeks ago, like, when they were too soft or too dry, and again, that little bit of umami. Sorry about that. And again, a little bit more variability in your canned meats would be nice, because again, other than 2 or 3, maybe I think it's 2 of them between rations that are a mix of pork and beef, it's mostly pork. We're at this point of time when we can actually do good stuff. We don't need to use pork. It's not like giving us the cheapest meat out there. So it could definitely be made nicer. I guess the idea here might be a bit of a meat to fat ratio, to get the fats in with all the nutrition that comes with that. Yeah, but for me personally, this got room for improvement. Still though, I'm going to enjoy finishing this over the week. Enjoy it much more than some other rations so far. But that'll be it for today. Thank you for joining me. Thank you for hanging out with me. Hope you enjoyed this. Hope you learned something, maybe. And I guess I'll see you next Sunday. I don't have a plan yet, considering a few options. But one, there's a link to Google poll down below with a map of the countries I got Russian from on hand right now. So if you want to see any country in particular, drop your note there, drop your vote there. It's anonymous, you don't need to log in or anything. Just click the link, see the map, put the name of the country in, send. You can do explanation why you want to see it, but that's not necessary. Also, you can find me on Twitter, and then there probably will be some kind of poll this week. No, I think Ration maybe. Kind of want to stick to Poland because get big packs and they take a lot of space. But I don't know if I want to get this kind of meat 2 weeks in a row. So I think maybe Croatia. Maybe do it Japan. I don't know. What else can we have next week? There are some options. Go and check. Maybe we might come back to the British pack that we got opened months ago, like the boxed one. That was getting old, so that might be a good idea. Anyway, in a bubble, If you want to vote, go to the Google link down there or find me on Twitter. Thank you again for joining me. I see you next week. Adi out. Bye bye.